Handheld radios used by Hezbollah detonated on Wednesday across Lebanon's south and in Beirut's suburbs, further stoking tensions with Israel a day after similar explosions by the group's pagers. Reuters correspondent Christy Kilburn reports.
The death toll from Tuesday's pager explosions rose to 12, including 2 children, with nearly 3,000 injured. At a funeral for 4 of those killed by the exploding pagers, Hezbollah official Hashem Saifuddin promised a response.
This aggression inevitably has its own punishment. It has its own retribution. This punishment will come, God willing. We will not talk much, as tomorrow the talk will be for the master of the resistance.
A senior Lebanese security source said the explosives were planted months earlier by Israel's spy agency, Mossad. Israel's military has declined to comment on the blasts.
Christy Kilburn from Reuters. White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby said on Wednesday the U.S. remains involved in intensive diplomatic efforts to prevent an escalation of the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon.
All I can tell you is we're still putting our shoulder to the wheel to get the hostages home and get a ceasefire in place, as daunting as that is today. And we are still involved in intensive diplomacy to try to prevent a second front from opening up on that border with Lebanon.
Handheld radios used by Lebanese armed group Hezbollah detonated on Wednesday across Lebanon's south, killing several people and wounding hundreds, further stoking tensions with Israel a day after similar explosions by the group's pagers. Kirby said the U.S. was not involved in the device blasts. You'll find expanded coverage of world news and events at our website, voanews.com, 24 hours a day. This is VOA News. A group of young activists in Turkey known as 1,000 Youth for Palestine is posing a rare and potent challenge to the government as they continue to expose Turkey's ongoing trade with Israel. VOA's Dorian Jones reports from Istanbul.
Along with condemning Israel, the group 1,000 Youth for Palestine also took aim at Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan for sustaining Turkey's trade with Israel. The student-based group, since the start of Israel's Gaza military campaign, has targeted the export of Azerbaijani oil to Israel by way of a Turkish port. The group is also protesting Turkish companies continuing trade ties with Israel despite an official embargo. The group uses social media to broadcast its message, circumventing government-controlled media. Erdogan lost heavily in recent local elections. Activists say they hope to build on that. Dorian Jones, VOA News, Istanbul.
The Federal Reserve cut its benchmark interest rate by an unusually large half point, a dramatic shift after more than 2 years of high rates that helped tame inflation but also made borrowing painfully expensive for consumers. The rate cut, the Fed's first in more than 4 years, reflects its new focus on bolstering the job market. Coming just weeks before the presidential election, the Fed's move also has the potential to scramble the economic landscape, just as Americans prepare to vote. The policymakers signaled that they expect to cut their key rate by an additional half point in their final 2 meetings this year in November and December. The United States Department of Justice is filing suit over the Baltimore Bridge collapse. AP correspondent Jennifer King reports.
The action seeks recovery of more than $100 million in damages and costs incurred by the United States in responding to the fatal disaster and reopening access to the Port of Baltimore.
Benjamin Miser is the Principal Deputy Associate Attorney General.
Those costs should be borne by the ship's owner and operator.
The case alleges that Dolly's owner, Grace Ocean Private Limited, and the manager, Synergy Marine Group, both of Singapore, cut corners on the ship's electrical and mechanical systems. Acting Deputy Assistant Attorney General Chetan Patil says the collision was preventable.
Excessive vibration was a long-standing problem on the ship.
The collapse killed 6 members of a roadwork crew. On Tuesday, the victims' families declared their intent to hold the ship's owner and manager liable. I'm Jennifer King.
A high-ranking official with Haiti's National Office of Migration has been killed in the north coastal city of Cap-Haitien. A reporter for Radio Caribbeas who was at the scene said Kerwin Augustin, a regional representative who oversaw Haiti's northern region, was shot near his house on Wednesday and died at a hospital. The radio reported that Augustin was shot by unidentified people aboard a motorcycle. It wasn't immediately clear why he was killed. No one has been arrested.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.